Imagine waking up and the person who means the most to you is just gone. In Kenya, this isn't just a nightmare, it's a daily reality. Every single day, nearly 18 children are reported missing. That is almost one child every hour.
More than 3,000 children who went missing between January 2021 and May 1st this year are yet to be found and reunited with their families. According to the Department of Children's Services, more than 6,300 children were reported missing in the same period, with close to half of the number having been found. It is a crisis that stakeholders who marked an International Missing Children's Day at Nairobi's Children's Remand Home want resolved with the help of security officers who can map the hotspots where these cases are rampant.
Every year, between 6,000 and 6,500 children vanish. While many are found, the cold cases are rising. In 2025 alone, 69 children were never traced. But the most shocking number? There are 1.8 million children currently missing from school rolls across 16 counties. They are in the shadows, unaccounted for by the system.
Nowadays, it seems like every day we wake up to a headline of a child or children who are missing in Kenya. What is happening?
And somebody somewhere must be running an organization that steals kids.
And honestly, I think we need to consider that we have a national crisis on children missing. Maybe if we look at it that way, then we'll pay attention more and we'll act. Think of the heartbreaking story of Luther Mwangi, a young child from Dandora, whose mother still doesn't know where he is, and he is living with autism. There's reports he's been found, reports he hasn't been found. She's saying, I don't know where my child is. And that's just one of many. And there's all these disturbing updates of children and the state in which they've been found. It should worry all of us. According to Missing Child Kenya, upwards of 17 to 24 children go missing in Kenya every single day. And that could be a lot less than what's reported. Right? And it just makes you think about the situation of people who are in distress, vulnerability, poverty, being overwhelmed financially, emotionally, right? A lot of caregivers are feeling that. And then now you're adding this stress and anxiety of a missing child. But I think across, all of us are feeling that burden. So we need to challenge systems. Child welfare, child protection services, what are they doing? Are they overstretched? Do they not have the right people carrying out that mandate? We need to interrogate that. And then we need to be vigilant. We need to go back to being vigilant as a community. If a child looks unsafe, if a child looks like they're lost or abandoned, can we report that to the nearest police station? Because that's what the law asks us to do. It's official with Janet Bogwa. We need to find out where our children are.
Who is most at risk? Statistics show that 44% of untraced cases involve teenagers between 13 and 17. In our rescue centres right now, we have over 1,400 children, mostly boys, waiting to find their way home. From the insider threat of unvetted domestic workers to the dark networks of human trafficking and cultic rituals, the dangers are real and they are evolving.
I tell you this, nowadays most people are being radicalized through technology. You meet someone online, maybe you've been ranting. Okay, let me give us a very good example. How is our economy in this country? We all have our personal opinions, right? So, I, Athena, go online and start ranting on my social media page about how the economy in this country is terrible, how 1,000 shillings is equal to 50 shillings, you know, all those things you normally say on social media, right? And so there is this guy, this radical guys online who are trying to teach the government a lesson. By the way, this is just an example, and as I wind up, this is the last slide, the push and pull factors. You find that this person will come and be like, yes, Athena, we agree with you. No, the economy is really bad. We need to do something about it. And so we become friends and we are here ranting, and I think I've met someone who thinks like me, but after a while this person is like, what do you think we should go and do 1, 2, 3 things at State House that are illegal or at a certain government building? And since I have been interacting with this person so much online to the point that I feel that yes, we are on the same page, what do? I join arms with this person, bring other people into the group, and we start doing other illegal things or cultic things in terms of religious and what have you. The examples are endless. So keeping all this in mind, we need to know that the factors that can make a person or a child go missing all marry into each other, one way or another. If you are having a family dysfunction, you could end up depressed, you could end up with mental health issues, you could end up running away, you could be running away from poverty. Drug abuse and alcohol problems can also make you run away, or can make a child become a runaway because maybe the family does not approve of them, or the method at which they're dealing with this issue is not sitting well with the child, so they would decide to run away where they can practice these illegal things by a child being sexually exploited, or an adult. It can lead to the death of this person, forced labor, especially in cross-border missing children and cross-border traveling all together, right? So in conclusion, families need to be confident.
But there is hope in the tools we have. Forget the 48-hour rule. That is a myth. By law, you must report a missing child immediately. And thanks to the Kenya Emergency Child Alert, KECA, an Amber Alert now goes out to everyone on Facebook and Instagram within a 160-kilometre radius the moment a child is reported. If you see something, say something. The national toll-free helpline is 0800 223344. Keep this number in your phone. Vet your staff, watch your neighbourhoods, and let's bring our children home. Follow News Mummy Kenya for more on how to keep your family safe. Let's talk in the comments. Have you seen these alerts in your area?
Who's gone missing in Kenya and has guardian or parents, it must be reported and recorded somewhere. And if it is reported and recorded somewhere, if it is reported at the local authority, that the assistant chiefs, the DOs, and wherever, they finally end at the police. And if it ends at the police, as I said from the beginning, police don't want to work alone. They work with partners, that is hospital, and first hand inform the children's service officer at the nearest county. That's where the data comes from. The police do not make their own figures. It is the figures that is keyed in the occurrence book, and it is shared by the children's service. And even if a child is collected and taken into hospital, finally it must reach the police and it must be handed over to the children's service. Because if I want to emphasize and say that the figure the children's service have is the correct figure of any missing or lost and found child in Kenya. If a child is missing and has not been reported, then we don't capture it at all. We don't know that child is lost. That's why we are encouraging people that let us have information and share it. When we share, it will be more important. The children could be more than 6,000, but because there is no sharing of information, then many numbers are left out. Thank you.